Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Swami Vijay, and this is Swami Vijay speaking to all. In this video, I am going to explain reading comprehension or unseen passage for class 11 and for class 12 students. Due to the revised syllabus, there are some changes in the reading comprehension. So let me first explain to class 11 students. So here you can see under topic reading comprehension for class 11, 2020 and 21. So this I have extracted from the revised syllabus issued by CBSE. So let us first understand how many marks are for this reading comprehension and what type of questions are you going to get in this reading comprehension passage for class 11. So let me read first. So under reading here, question number 1, multiple choice questions based on one unseen passage to assess comprehension, interpretation and inference. Vocabulary and inference of meaning will also be assessed. The passage may be factual, descriptive or literary. 10 out of 11 questions to be done. 10 into 1 is equal to 10 marks. So you are going to get question number 1, an unseen passage or for reading comprehension passage, and you are going to get only MCQ questions. There are no short answer questions under reading comprehension for this year. And you have option also, choice also. 10 out of 11 questions to be done. That means you are going to get 11 questions. Out of 11 questions you have to write only 10 questions, and all the questions are in MCQ format, multiple choice questions. Now let's go to the question number 2. Multiple choice questions based on one unseen case-based factual passage with verbal or visual inputs like statistical data, charts, etc. 8 out of 9 questions to be done. 8 into 1, 8 marks. So in second question also you are going to get one reading comprehension and you are going to get only MCQ questions, but this passage may include some statistical data, charts, etc. And note, the combined word limit for both the passages will be 600 to 750 words. And the total marks for the reading comprehension passages are 26 marks, and it carries 32.5% of total marks. That means you have 80 marks. Out of 80 marks, reading comprehension passages carries 26 marks. So this is for the class 11 students. Now let's go to class 12 students. According to the revised syllabus for class 12, reading comprehension is for 20 marks, excluding note making. That means note making is not in for class 12 students this year. So under reading comprehension, question number 1, multiple choice questions based on one unseen passage to assess comprehension, interpretation and inference. Vocabulary and inference of meaning will also be assessed. The passage may be factual, descriptive or literary. 10 out of 11 questions to be done. So class 12 students are also going to get only MCQ questions. They are not going to get any kind of short answer questions, and total they will get 11 questions under question number 1. All are MCQ questions, and out of 11 the students has to write only 10 questions. Question number 2 also multiple choice questions based on one unseen case-based factual passage with verbal, visual inputs like statistical data, charts, newspaper reports, etc. 10 out of 11 questions to be done. So in the same way, you are going to get one more unseen passage for reading comprehension, but in that passage some statistical data or charts or even newspaper reports can be included, and you have to write 10 out of 11 questions, so you have choice also. Note, the combined word limit for both the passages will be 700 to 750 words, and out of 80 marks, reading comprehension carries 20 marks and the percentage of marks is 25%. In class 12, note making is not included. Now this is about reading comprehension for class 11 and class 12. Now let me explain how to do reading comprehension. Whenever you are going to start reading comprehension, these are the points you have to always remember. First point, read the passage quickly to understand the theme or subject matter or central idea of the passage. So when you are reading the passage first time, don't try to read it to understand completely. Just enjoy reading and try to understand what is the writer wants to communicate to you through the passage. So that is comes under theme and subject matter. Now read the passage again to understand it deeply and clearly. So when you are doing second time reading, now try to understand why this passage has been written and what is the purpose of this passage. So when you understand the purpose of the passage being written by the writer, you can understand the questions or the way of questions are going to get under this passage. Now point 3 is read the questions given below the passage now one by one. After completion of reading the passage second time, read the questions given under the passage. Read all the questions given under the passage one by one. Point number 4. Don't try to find the answers to all the questions at a time. Now this is important. You may have 10 questions or 11 questions under the passage. Once you read all the 11 questions, don't try to find answers to all the 11 questions at a time, and don't try to find the answers from the last question or from the middle of the questions. First read the question number 1 and locate the answer in the given passage. Mark the answer according to your convenience. You can keep the answer within bracket or you can underline, but that should not cause any kind of problem for the examination. Our examiner should not point out that. So locate the answer in the given passage, that is a point 5, and mark the answer. Now point 6 is don't write the answer immediately. As soon as you find the answer to the question number 1, don't start writing answer immediately. Read the next question and locate the answer and mark the question or mark the answer in the question paper. In this way, first locate the answers to all the questions and then start writing the answers. That means you have to first locate the answers to the questions one by one and then write answers to all the questions one by one. So don't mix writing answers and locating answers, because that will cause some kind of confusion. Now one more point is regarding vocabulary. You may get questions like find the matching words or synonyms or antonyms. So for that you have to read the passage again. Generally there will be so many words which are little difficult to understand. Generally questions are formed based upon those difficult words. So this is the way you have to read the passage, and you have to read the questions and then find the answers one by one and start writing the answers at the last. Now without any delay, now let me show you the question paper here. After watching this video, the link for the reading comprehension question paper is provided in the description box below. You can click the link and you can complete writing answers to the reading comprehension. It is for 10 marks. So this is about reading comprehension, points to remember, and how many marks for class 11 students and how many marks for class 12 students, and what type of questions are you going to get under reading comprehension. So thanks for watching this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you can receive latest updates and information the moment I upload videos on YouTube. So thanks for watching this video. Bye bye, take care, all the best.